lip trills, tongue rolls, and other fun stuff. If you want to become a vocal athlete, you have to know how to do these things. So stay tuned for this one. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Freya Casey. I'm a professional singer and vocal coach from Germany. I would like to share my knowledge and experience with you. Lip trills are an exercise that are often performed even in choirs or as a soloist. If you have ever taken lessons, you may have seen your teacher show you lip trills and you had to do them. I want to explain to you first of all why we do lip trills, what the benefits can be, what the pitfalls can be, and how you do them correctly. And then we're going to move on to some fun tongue rolls and something else that is going to be really fun. So when we do lip trills, what is really important is that lips are loose, tongue is just resting, and the jaw is decoupled from the compression that we're creating with the support and with that system right here and around the core. So really practicing to relax in the right place while having tension in the right places. When you sing vowels, you're much more prone to tense up your jaw. So, yeah. And you have that problem of placing the vowel correctly. So when we do lip trills, we can really practice deep coupling this, keeping that jaw relaxed and keeping the lips relaxed without tensing the face in a weird way while still aiming for resonance. Also, what it helps you do is feel that compression because there's a resistance. The same happens when you do nasal sounds like but when you do lip trills, it's not quite as closed. So what is important while you do the lip trills, keeping your lips relaxed, but at the same time, you're kind of pressing them together just a bit. Not in a tight way, but in a very loose way. I always call it duck lips. It's almost like you want to make, it's almost like you want to just feel like this. So what you see is I don't pull my face sideways. That's really important. That doesn't work. When the lips get tight, they can't, of course, vibrate anymore. And it's that same principle. You want the vibration, the resonance to continue on throughout your face. And that exercise really helps you. So let's do a few exercises doing lip trills. Just remember that the higher you go, the harder it will be because naturally there's more pressure, the air pressure increases, the subglottal pressure increases, and so you have a tendency, of course, to want to increase the pressure here in your face and your jaw, but try to resist that. So, a few exercises. It's really funny. It feels funny. It looks funny, but I can really feel the vibration and how my face stays loose and these bubbles come out. And these bubbles are really helpful for you to feel the consistency of your airstream and the consistency of your compression. And you can do this both in chest voice and in head voice. Let's try it higher in my head voice. As you can see, it's already starting to wobble because it's really high. So try to keep a consistent airstream and a consistent pitch. It is a lot harder to get the pitch right just because it's not as clear where you're at. And the next step would be to do an exercise where you begin with a lip trill and then open. I like that a lot. So trying to keep that same placement. Okay, are you ready to move on to the next exercise? Tongue rolls. I know that it's hard for some of you. So a tongue roll, basically, it's almost like a repeated D, a very loose D. So if you can say probably you can also learn to do a tongue roll, like in Italian. Ah, la carezza. try to slow it down first. So instead of, it's the same principle as with a lip trills. You have to keep your tongue relaxed, but at the same time, you have to be in that position. It has to touch that exact spot behind your front teeth on the top. So instead of you do it's that same kind of feeling. And so let's try to do a few tongue rolls. What you want to do is relax your face. You don't want to go sideways, then it gets harder. So if you can do the lip trills, you probably can learn to do the tongue rolls also. Okay, last exercise. This is probably hard for those of you who are not German or French speaking. I don't know, there's probably a few other languages that have that sound, but it's another roll, but it's further back in your throat. So we did the lip, we did the tongue, and now we're going to do the back of the throat. And all of these really have an underlying vowel of more like a ah, like a. So try it. Basically, the it's almost like a g g g g. So if you can say g g g g g g, you probably can also learn how to do that back in your throat. So it's really hard, but if you can do all three, you have an awareness of most of the muscles that you really need to enunciate properly and to shape every sound properly in all languages pretty much. So the lips, the tongue, the back of your throat, like where the soft palate is located. If you can move all three of these, that is a really good way to enunciate more clearly in the future. So I hope you're going to try them. Let me know below how they worked out. Which one could you do? Which one was the most difficult? Which was the easiest for you? And also I have an awesome announcement. I'm so excited about this. A lot of you have asked me about teaching an opera class, and I'm so excited to announce that in March I will be teaching the entire month of March. You can register for my opera masterclass. This is a training, it's like my other masterclass, but it's specifically for opera and classical singing. So it's not just opera, but also if you wanted to sing oratorio or sacred classical songs or art songs, whether it's German, French, Italian, Latin, Spanish, doesn't matter, English, we can talk about it all. And I want to help you achieve better placement so you really get to know how to sing properly classically. I'm a classically trained singer. I have worked professionally in opera theater in the past for several years, and I want to share my knowledge with you. You can check out all the infos. I will put the link up here and also below this video in the description. Check it out. I would love to have you. This is a one-time opportunity. I'm only going to do this once this year for sure, and just to help some of you. I would love to see you there. Until then, always keep a song in your hearts and always keep on singing. Bye. Let the sky fall.